These pieces of time can frame us in our glory and
I
our
have to
sorrow.
listen to this Jefferson lecture again.
The past wouldn't let go of Max. After every change she made, every one of her friends she saved, she'd only been brought back to the moment it had all begun.
Am I stuck in a time loop?
She feared the worst, that there really was no escape, that she had lost all control of her powers.
Don't freak out.
Why Arbus?
Yet.
Because of her images of hopeless faces, you feel like totally haunted by the eyes of those sad mothers and children.
She saw humanity as tortured, right?
What's going on?
And frankly, it's bullshit.
Okay, this wasn't happening before. Birds were hitting the windows, bathing everyone in blood-red sunlight, but everyone seemed ignorant of them.
A moment of desperation.
Everybody's gone now. Have I totally fucked up time? This doesn't make sense.
She blinked and was alone. The windows were clear as she seemed to be the only sign of life anywhere. At least there was no one to stop her from leaving.
I see you, Max Caulfield. Don't even think about leaving here until we talk about your entry.
Spoke too soon. Jefferson called her back. Could she ever escape him?
I just wanted to know if you'd like to spend the rest of your life in my darkroom. Your purity inspires me so much, and we could be so happy together. Who needs selfies when I can give you portraiture?
There's no way I'm saying that. No way.
What the? This really was a nightmare.
I like to think
But it felt real. As real as her other memories. What messed up reality was this?
Place I truly feel safe and protected from the storm.
Of course, Max. I can capture you over and over. You can be my model for life and death. We are going to be so happy together in the dark. Just make sure you stay pure. I won't like it if you get dirty like Rachel or Chloe.
But really, was Jefferson a threat here? Or just another figment of her fears? No matter what, she couldn't do much about it, having lost all control. The girls' dorm. It looked so eerie. Kate was outside her room, looking at something. She ignored Max, lighting candles next to a picture of herself.
Hey, Kate. Max, why did you stop me from jumping? What kind of friend are you? You never understood me, or what happened to me. Now my family will never leave me alone, and that means I'll always be alone. Thanks to you.
Kate, that's not true. I've always been your friend.
No! No, this wasn't real. Kate was safe because of Max. She entered her own room, but ended up back at the other end of the girls' dorm. Now there really wasn't a way to escape, was there?
This hall never ends. I better find something.
She found a key to Dana's room. What would she find inside? Not a room, but the corridor again. But this time, her outfit changed. She was wearing Rachel's clothes, scattered everywhere were her missing persons posters. What did this mean? Was this just more memories colliding? Did this unending corridor represent a labyrinth? She was so close to the safety of her room, but also the freedom of going outside. But instead, she was trapped in here for an eternity. Going through the door of Kate's room, Max found herself turned into Victoria of all people. Or was she just looking for her eyes? She couldn't tell anymore. She went into Victoria's room and became Max once again. This time the walls were littered with her Polaroids, reminders of how she had got trapped in here in the first place. Finally, she was free. I think so, anyway. From the labyrinth of a dorm to the corridors of Blackwell Academy. Except things were a bit off. In reverse, Max relived the events at the very start of the week. Would she find Nathan in the bathroom again? Would she be able to save Chloe in this state? The doe. It was back? After leading her and Chloe to Rachel's body, was it now trying to save Max? Leading her into the toilets, she instead found herself somewhere entirely different. She was stuck in a gallery, surrounded by a pitch-black void.
Don't try to hide, Max! Get over here! Let me capture you!
The only beacon of hope was a lighthouse in the distance. That was where she and Chloe were heading to avoid the storm.
After me again.
Perhaps this was how she would finally escape.
Used to be so pure, so innocent. Now, you have to die.
In her way was Jefferson. Any facade of the intuitive professor had vanished.
Maybe I'll be
All he could do now was tell her all the horrible things he had planned for her.
After everything I did for you, and you accuse me of making our sweet, naive Kate Marsh cry. Art is supposed to make you cry.
She escaped from one labyrinth to enter another. From leaving the studio behind, she found herself before the fountain that was from outside Blackwell Academy. In the center, a statue of Principal Wells gazed its haunting glare around, imitating the lighthouse beyond.
Max, where are you? Max, come out to play. Come out to play.
After this was a maze of lockers. This time, she was being hunted by Warren. Why him? Did Max fear he would become the same evil she had seen in other people? Besides Chloe, she didn't want to lose him either. There was also Principal Wells and David in the distance. This nightmare brought out the worst in them. It was as if they were compelled to say their darkest thoughts.
Get your bony ass over here. I'm gonna cut you open, freak.
Next was the junkyard, where everyone seemed to be looking for her, starting with Frank.
Those were my fucking beads. Psst, Max. Psst, Max. But of course, I see what she's talking about.
Oh no. Bottles. This might be hell.
Mercifully, she found a safe place to gather her thoughts, just to sit down and think.
Max, sit down. You're taking a time out no matter what. If this is my nightmare, let me have one sanctuary. Of course, this is where Chloe and Rachel used to hide from the world. But I can't hide for long. Whatever reality I'm in feels like a bad dream. Am I just not learning my lesson? Maybe your real lesson is to get out of this place. Just don't be afraid, Max. Let them be afraid of you.
As fearless as ever, she made her way to the lighthouse, but she'd missed something. Whatever path lay before her was closed.
Looks like there are still bottles to find.
Before the lighthouse was a stand displaying a row of bottles, just like she had done with Chloe. Max went searching for more.
Those are too hard to find.
She hated going back into the junkyard, sneaking around these people who hated her, but it was the only way forward.
Oh, when did I get bad bottle karma?
Little Rachel, she's posing for me in hell.
But of course, I see what she's talking about now.
Was there one more left?
If only you could have seen Rachel, my blood-spattered angel.
Please let that be the last one.
No.
If you took some of my drugs,
She had them all, then lined them up on the stand. She hoped this would work,
I need
and she
proof
would be
that
free.
rebels were out to get me, just in case.
She sat down on the bench to rest and to clear her head before continuing. But as she did so, the world around her morphed into something different yet again. Was it snowing? There were fake trees behind her, and a smaller version of the lighthouse. What's more, she was surrounded by glass. She was trapped inside a snow globe.
Don't you dare question the chef.
Right, like you're the real cook.
That was William's voice, and Chloe's. She was in their house, trapped on their mantel above the fire. Once again, William got the phone call from Joyce that would lead to his death.
Hello? Hey, honey. Just making a fabulous breakfast with Chloe and Max. We're all going to work at the Two Whales. What? Oh, I didn't know you had to get groceries. Of course I'll come pick you up. Now I'll have an excuse to get a mocha. Be there shortly. Love you. Excuse me, ladies. I have to go rescue yonder queen at the Save Mart. She don't have many bags of delicious grub for us to feast upon.
You are ridiculous.
You'll be grateful for that someday. Shit, where are my keys?
That's $1 for the swear jar.
You mean your college fund?
Suddenly, Max looked at a younger version of herself, as she destroyed the only way to change William's fate, the only way to save him.
Another $1 for the swear jar.
You're bankrupting me. Aha! You can't hide from me forever. Now lock up after I leave. Play nice. Try not to destroy too much of the house. And no Chloe and Max want...
From wherever William was now, he reminded Max of what she'd done.
tasting session.
Dad!
How long will this nightmare go on?
No, not here. Why here? Why couldn't she just wake up? If this wasn't a nightmare and was real, how could she stop it and escape?
I think you'd be perfect for my new photo series on retro.
Chloe, the first time she'd shown up since the nightmare had begun. What was she doing? It had to be a trick. Max's own imagination was messing with her, as Chloe betrayed her in every way that mattered.
Oh Christ, I know. And she never shuts up, does she?
I'm so over her hipster bullshit.
I think everyone at Blackwell is over Max. Let's prove it.
Booyah, Warren. I thought you were all over Max's shit.
Not after she kissed me. Her breath was ass and no tongue.
I hear that. I'm not into nerds, but you're pretty cute.
I'm not into Max anyway. So let's bust a move.
God damn, you are a sexy bitch. Why hang out with Max, huh?
Boredom. Plus, she's like my personal puppet.
I hear that. Do you want a party? I got a drugstore in my room.
Oh shit, look at Max spying on us. Take a fucking picture, bitch. Or take a selfie. See, this is how you bust a move, Max. No mosh pit for you, Shaka Bra. Damn, Victoria. You're a real woman. Not a little girl like Max.
I fucking love your tats, Chloe. You're so hot. I can't believe it took us so long to hook up.
Why did you get rewind powers? You don't even know how to use them. Rachel's dead and you're still alive. Life is so not fair. I wish she would have never come back to Arcadia Bay. You're the real Storm.
Max wasn't sure how much more she could take, but was relieved to have left the dark room. But now she wasn't sure where she was, in a grimy toilet somewhere.
I'll be so grateful if this is the last digicode.
The door was locked with a code. She tried looking for any clues, but there was nothing, so entered a random number. Whoa. Now she had too many clues. This room was designed to keep her inside forever. There had to be a way out. She couldn't give up now. In the mirror, only one number was showing up. 0311.
Don't kill us, Max.
This was
I guess I'll never
different.
dance again, Max.
Everyone she knew in Arcadia Bay was frozen in time in the Two L's diner, like a picture. Every one of them had something to say to her. They knew the storm was coming, that Max had caused it, whether knowingly or not.
Now I'll die
Max,
alone.
please save us.
Save the Bigfoots, Max. Please.
Honey, I always thought of you like a daughter. And now you're gonna take me away from my family. Why would you do that?
Max, you're exactly the kind of soldier I'd want by my side in a war.
Son of a bitch, this is gonna hurt.
They were all preparing for the worst, all reacting to how Max's choices had turned out. Was this a punishment? Was the universe sending out yet another message for Max to stop using her powers?
But you've been a great everyday hero for us.
Please save us.
I guess my husband and new baby will have to go without me.
Max, I hope you can live with yourself after this.
Don't let the squirrels die.
But sitting at a table was another Max?
Who are you? Holy shit, are you serial? I'm you, dumbass. Or I'm one of many Maxes you've left behind. Can you get me out of here? Oh, so you want help? Thought you could control everybody and everything, huh? Twist time around your fingers? I tried to help. I only wanted to do the right thing. No, you only wanted to be popular. And once you got these amazing powers, your big plan was to trick people into thinking you give a rat's ass.
I do care. That's why I was trying to make friends.
By telling people what they want to hear? You were just looking for a shortcut because you can't make friends on your own.
That's not true. I have great friends, and I've used my powers for good.
Please, stop playing innocent. You're a goddamn hypocrite. You've left a trail of death and suffering behind you.
That was not my fault, you son of a bitch.
Don't you dare talk about our mom that way. What about the crap that was your fault? Wait, let me guess. You fucked up time and space for your precious punk Chloe? You think she's worth all that?
We all are. This isn't about Chloe, or even me anymore.
Gosh, you're so selfless now, Mahatma Max. It's too bad you pissed your power away on high school drama.
Chloe does a better job of guilt-tripping me than you do.
This Max was all her fears, all her doubts, regrets, and mistakes. This was the Max who had given up fighting after blaming herself, and had let the world crumble around her.
Like Rachel.
Just shut up. You're not scaring me anymore.
But the other Max hadn't given up. She'd fought to save Chloe, to save Kate.
Max, do you really think she's our friend? That she respects us in any way?
Man, you are so stupid.
I'm embarrassed to have the same name. And someday Chloe will destroy... Oh hell, speak of the devil.
Dude, do not even fuck with her head. She knows what we went through together this week, and you don't. There's no way you can break up our team. This is reality.
Then everything froze. Like the world was caught in a picture. Now that Chloe had seemingly come back, Max felt hope once again. She felt this nightmare was nearly at an end. After countless times saving Chloe, she had come to save Max. As long as they were together, they could stop anything, get past any obstacle. This nightmare wasn't over just yet, but Max was so close to the end now. And what about the storm? What about Arcadia Bay? Max knew she had to stop messing with time, but what if there was one more chance? One more choice to make? It all ends next week on Tell Me a Story. Please subscribe so you don't miss what happens next.